Everybody cough in my face. Do it. Somebody come cough in my face. Yes. Cough directly in my face. Freedom! 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 Freedom!
Open up! You cannot do this to people. You're an American, a born free American. Rise up!
Nobody's really dying of this thing. I never did put on hand sanitizer ever, and I don't ever wash my hands. Every conspiracy I've pretty much ever heard of is all pretty much true. 9/11 was an inside job, all right? The vaccines are poison, all right? No one's ever walked on the moon. I used to be afraid of raw eggs and raw meat, and now I drink raw eggs, and I eat raw meat, and I have been for years, and I'm fucking fine. It makes your immune system stronger. Can you cough in my face? They're too scared to even cough when you ask them to.
We hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. And I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
BBN Jack Frost. Some lady is trying to like get a raccoon out of a garbage. Like, are you trying to catch rabies? What's going on with homegirl? What is she doing? And she get away from there. You know she's white. I'm just saying. You know she's white. What the hell? You better get away from them things. Them raccoons is dangerous, lady. What the hell is going on with you? You got it out. Get out of there. Wait, hold on. She turned the shit upside down? Oh, man, yo. I don't know what to tell you. White people, shout out to them. How's everybody doing today? Oh, everybody had a beautiful morning. Okay, so it's Tuesday, but we're gonna have Conspiracy Wednesday today. It's Tuesday, but we're doing Conspiracy Wednesday today. First thing we want to do is we want to give a shout out to everybody that donated to the chat in the previous live. Shout out to Book Smart, Street Smart, 121st Street for the $1.99 drop. And shout out Book Smart, Street Smart for the $4.99 drop. Definitely appreciate you. It's a whole fact. Hold on. Why is I don't got no comments right here. Comments should be right there. All right, so I'm gonna explain. We have to talk about this. All right, so there's a situation going on involving the NASA. I was literally about to spell out NASA. There's a situation involving NASA going down, right? But that's not why we're having this discussion today. Today we're having this conspiracy theory discussion because have y'all heard about the alien, the UFOs, the unidentified flying objects that been found? Shout out to Hocus in, I believe, Let's Talk About It. I'm not sure where Hocus did the interview at, but shout out to Hocus. Hocus 4/5. It'll get more on point after why this go on. Why I'm saying shout out to Hocus 4/5. Let's do roll call real quick. Hey, what up? Shout out to business. Shout out to New York Silver Stacker. How you doing this morning? What up, Natasha Johnson? Salute. What up, Tiffany Harrison? What up, Black Wolf? Salute. What up, Miguel Pineda? What up, Snow Eastside? Snow Eastside says Jack Frost. They trying to kill us. They trying to do a lot of shit, not for nothing. You just recognized? What up, D No Love? What up, Juju Thomas? Israelite Queen. How you doing this morning? Israelite Queen says, good morning, my people. My beautiful people and BBN family. Hey Jack, what up? What up, Spencer Norwood? How you doing today? What up, Ricky Castillo? Russell, what's good? What up, Eshawn? How you doing? Eshawn says good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see everybody safe, doing well. Great topic this morning. Conspiracy Wednesday on Tuesday. Yeah. Watch when you hear what we got to talk about though. What up, Deontay Watts, Gully Boy? How you doing? What up, Nella? Easy Bank, E Money Banks. What up? DST and CT's finest. What up? Salute. What up, James S? How you doing, Almond Brown? Okay. Who else we got up here? Emmanuel. What up? Let's talk about it. Shout out to Sex Money Murder. Who else we got up in here? Prince to Amir Shah Murder. What up? Get out of there, Ralph. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. What was he doing? What up? Who else we got up in here real quick? Big Shad, Deshaun Ragsdale, Drew, Dupree Grayson. Did I say Dupree? June 1st to the 15th. You're funny. I saw a UFO before. My friends had jokes till it came out of the newspapers in 1994. They are real. I don't have the slightest idea. But we are gonna have to discuss this topic. All right, so first thing I want to say is there's been some video evidence that was recently leaked of US UFOs, or well, if they're flying and we don't know what the fuck they are, they're UFOs. You can argue if they're from Earth or not. Just so we can be clear, an unidentified flying object could be anything in the air. A bird can be an object that you cannot identify that is flying. Do you get it? So before we get into it, just because something is in the air and we cannot identify it, that does not make it alien. Just so we can be clear on that. If you see some fucking dust flying around in your house, you're not gonna be like aliens. But who's to say aliens can be this big? What do we know? Maybe the smaller mass allows for them to go through light speed or some shit. I don't know. But let's just be clear on this. So anyway, there's been two images that were leaked. I believe NASA leaked them. And what they were unidentified flying objects that basically they've just been leaked. Has anybody seen the video? Has anybody seen the video? Have you seen the video of the unidentified flying objects that NASA leaked? You did not see the video of the unidentified flying objects that NASA leaked. Real quick, can we do a vote? I didn't say any object that is in the air that you do not know what it is can be an unidentified object. So CT's finest, you're just in here to argue. I got you. What up, Shake Loose? Okay, so I don't have. Let me see if I could. Hold on. Let me see if I could cue it up real quick. So NASA is released this. Here's a picture of it. It's not the actual video, but here's a picture. This is a real thing. They're actually saying that there are unidentified flying objects. Well, obviously there's unidentified flying objects, but they're basically admitting that these things exist. Do y'all remember a while back when I was telling y'all we was talking about this coronavirus situation, and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's aliens or some shit. Anybody who remembers me saying that? I'm not saying that it's aliens, by the way, but show of hands, Who remember me saying anything could be going on, that they just want to keep us inside? There might be aliens up there, some weirdo shit. Who remembers me saying that? You do not remember me saying that. Who remembers me saying that? Smarter than your average bear. Anyway, 2 videos was released of unidentified flying objects. That's not the big thing. So Hocus 4/5 just did an interview, right? I'm not 100% sure where the interview was done. I think it was done on the Let's Talk About It channel. Hocus 4/5 just did an interview, and in the interview, he was talking about that this plan that the government allegedly has, or that NASA or somebody allegedly has, and the plan is to fake an alien invasion. Yep, Rio Martinez was talking about sky people. And we didn't allow for that conversation. Give me 1 second. That's not the corona. 1, it was a sneeze. And 2, it's allergy season. Business says it's an agenda. We already knew they were out there. Why they want to show us now? Eshawn says Project Bluebeam is gonna be projected by the 5G networks. Explain what Project Bluebeam is. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about holograms and shit like that. But explain what Project Bluebeam is. If anybody, why is the camera needs to refocus? I don't like how this is. This ain't focused. Well, I'm in focus, so fuck it. Hold on. You're just here to just lie, right? So what misinformation am I spreading? What information am I? We're about to kick him because he's not going to comment because he just came in here to say that. But I got to give people the opportunity, because after he gets kicked for just saying what he said, he's going to say he's getting kicked for his opinion. Hold on. Why didn't you let him? What he said? 4 people in my family are dead. I worked at Christina. So what does that have to do? What misinformation have I spread? You still haven't told me what misinformation I've spread. You talking about how I keep telling people that there's something out there killing us and to protect yourself? That's misinformation? Are you talking about how I keep telling people to wear masks and gloves because there's something out there and we should protect ourselves? Or are you talking about how I keep telling people they shouldn't go outside because there's something outside, we should protect themselves? So which misinformation am I spreading? Could you just be clear on that? Or there is no misinformation and you're just here to create a problem so I can kick you and then say you got kicked because of your opinion? That's why you're here, right? I can't wait to put these videos together and put them out on the channel. I'm gonna watch. There's gonna be a whole bunch of channel of me having these in situations where I'm kicking people out, and so people could see I'm not kicking people out for no reason. They're earning these kicks. Oh no, I just wanted to point out that I wanted to know what misinformation he was talking about. So what misinformation are you talking about, homeboy? We're gonna continue with the show, right? And when you find that misinformation, you tell me. Because remember, I'm telling people don't go outside. I'm telling people wear masks. I'm telling people to protect themselves. So tell me what misinformation I'm giving you. All right, let's go. Admins, if he doesn't say what misinformation we're giving him like in a minute or 2, just kick him. Wait, was he put on a timeout? He was put on a timeout. Somebody put him on a timeout. We gotta wait for him to come back. So you put him on a timeout. But yeah, you got 5 minutes. So he put his stupid ass on the timeout. Coincidentally, the biggest case that I covered was the Tekashi case, and I was damn near 100% right about all of that. So all these people are trying to do is trying to discredit me because they can't get information that I could get, or they don't know how to explain the information that they get. So that's all anybody is trying to do. Shout out to you people. No, it's holograms. I got you, Eshawn. It's holograms. I wanted people to read it. I reread what you read, what you wrote though. Remember in China when the city was in the sky and they told people it was an illusion? Eshawn says yes, it's a hologram that the government can project objects in the sky. Yeah, get that guy like a minute or two more, then just scroll back up and kick him. And also, it's all cap. He said 4 people in his family are dead and worked at Christine. Come on. That's all cap. Just kick him. Just kick him. We don't got time for that guy. Just kick him. Anyway, Eshawn said they've been using 39 tornadoes in 12. Wait, there's been 39 tornadoes in 12 hours? That's crazy. You serious? Where are these tornadoes happening at? I believe hologram technology is real. We've all seen Tupac. What are you talking about? There's no reason why first of all, hologram technology has been existed. I'm going to tell you where they've been using hologram technology at. Hold on. Y'all all know, everybody has seen hologram technology. You know where they've been using hologram technology at, right? Does anybody know where they've been using hologram technology at, or do you need me to explain this to you? Does anybody else know where they use hologram technology at, or do you need for me to explain this to you? Watch when I tell you where they've been using hologram technology at. And you're going to be like, oh shit, you're right. Every movie that has fucking CGI in it. What the hell you think CGI is? What do you think CGI is? They've been mastering hologram technology for years. What do you think CGI is, yo? Just because they hadn't, 10 years ago, figured out how to make it in mid-air, they were still working on it. What do you think all of these computer programs, what do you think they're really working on? Okay, this is the best example I could give. When they come out with a program for your firewall, right? You think that's the program they were trying to build? No, they were trying to build some other dangerous shit. An aspect of that dangerous shit that they were trying to build can now be used for firewalls. Do you get it? Hey, what up, Blue? You get it? They'll be making, I don't know, something to do some kind of weird shit on the internet. And an aspect of that program, they'll take out that HTML, they'll take out that programming, and then they'll create an antivirus thing, or they'll create a firewall program, or that's how this shit work. They don't, when these guys are working on this technology, they have a place where they're going, but the place where they're going is really what we see. The shit we see is all of the things they figured out on the way to what they was initially really trying to go to. We see the side quests. We see the side quests. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Y'all know about them home phone things that you could get now, right? I think they're from Facebook. I forgot what they call them, but they come and it's a big screen, and you could just photo talk like you the Jetsons from one house to another. You think that's the end of that technology? You think that part of the technology is the end of that technology? I'm pretty sure they can already do holograms with that type of, you understand what I'm saying? It's just not economically feasible to be in people's houses currently. Yeah, Spider-Man Star from Home basically showed you Project Bluebeam. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is what's going on for anybody that's not paying attention. Anyway, so now this is the big question. Were those unidentified flying objects, were those real objects or were they holograms? Why would NASA release that information now? Why would this be a time for NASA to release that information? That's one. Another thing I want to say real quick. Do y'all understand that we're going to Mad Max times? All you need, right? Because there's a war going on. Don't let them lie to you. I believe there's a war going on right now. The war's not fought with guns currently. There's no telling if it'll go down to the troops or be fought on land. We don't know. But is obviously a war going on right now. And I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why I know that there was a war going on. I'm going to tell you 2 reasons. Hold on. Who remembers when there was the come on, what the fuck? Who remembers when there was the rumor out there that if Hillary Clinton won, there was going to be a war? Who remembers that rumor? You remember that rumor? You do not remember that rumor. Who remembers the rumor that if Hillary Clinton won the presidential campaign from Donald Trump, that there was going to be a war? There was countries literally saying, if Hillary Clinton wins, we're going to war. Who remembers that? I'm about to blow your mind in a minute. What up, Courtney Thompson? Now check this out. Check this out. What if Russia did help Trump win, right? But Russia didn't help Trump win because they wanted Trump in office. They just helped Trump win because they did not want Hillary Clinton in office. Remember, China, Russia, Iran, Korea, pardon me, they're all in this together. I got headbutted when I was a kid. I mean, not a kid. I was like in my early 20s playing basketball. I got headbutted. Long story. Don't want to go into it. But I did pick my teeth up, put it back in my mouth, and I played like 3 more games. I played until I lost. Putin said it flat out that if Hillary Clinton won, there was going to be a war. He said it flat out. Thank you, Crypto. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know who else heard it, and I didn't want to get into a back and forth with people. So check this out. Just bear with me. Remember that general that was killed? What if that general was killed because they was busy they was already in war? What if America was already in a war when that general was killed? I'm not saying Russia didn't help Trump win. Are you listening, Rio Martinez? I said that Russia didn't. It's not that Russia wanted Trump to win. They just wanted Hillary to lose. Are you listening, Rio? You gonna be one of those guys that's gonna make me repeat myself 100 times? What up, Bamboo? So you get it? We've been at war. It's just escalating and getting worse. They're lying about the COVID because they want to keep us inside. If they keep us inside, freaking other countries can't do biological war against us. The reason why China is they letting everybody walk around in China now is because they're not letting nobody into the country in China. I'm gonna say that again. They're not letting anyone in the country in China. You want to know why they're going at all the black people? Because it's easiest to tell that the black people aren't Chinese. D Block says that general was planning an attack on the U.S. and Trump stopped it. I 100% believe that. Yo, can we get those likes up if y'all don't mind? I 100% believe that. I 100% believe that that general and whoever was planning an attack and then the U.S. bombed their asses. Yes, and now America has no foreign travel into the country. Italy was one of the first countries to just shut everything down. I mean, it's not hard to tell. We're at war currently. We just don't know we're living in war times. Okay, so hold on. Just so we could be clear on things. Or at least what I'm trying to say. I believe that there's a war happening. I believe that a war was imminent. A war was always going to happen. I believe that they thought by stopping Hillary Clinton from going into office that they were going to either be able to prevent or hold the war off because she want all the smoke. Donald Trump, I think they felt like they could negotiate with him, so they helped him get into office. I do not think that Donald Trump... I want to change the size of this. Okay, I can see why that doesn't work now. Can't be. Sorry about that. I just got caught up looking at this thing right here, and I can't find out which is the... What the fuck? Okay. I'm a little OCD sometimes. I just need to fix this. It's just really was fucking with me. There we go. All right, so... Remember during that press conference, remember during the COVID press conference, Trump was talking, and then Trump let the general talk, and the general was like, yeah, we sending warships out to the cartels. And you're like, what in the hell? What in the hell has the drug cartels got to do with COVID-19? Anybody else thought that? Show of hands. Anybody else thought, what in the hell does the damn warships got to do with COVID-19? Anybody else thought that when the general was like, yeah, we gonna send the warships out there to fight the cartels? Like, I'm telling you, there's a war. They probably, okay, they're going after cartels not for nothing because they're going after sex trafficking. They're going after sex trafficking. So they probably are going after the cartels not for nothing. Once again, if they're going after sex trafficking, I'm all for them. Hell, if they're going after to try to stop the influx of cocaine into America, I'm all for that too. What the hell? I don't sell the shit. I don't use the shit. I'm ready for that shit to be done. But the more I look at this situation, I think that Trump is not necessarily doing bad things. I think he doesn't know how to talk. And because Trump doesn't know how to talk, and because he also thinks he's extremely intelligent, that whatever message he's trying to give us gets fucked up. I think that. But Trump doesn't know how to talk. You got to know how to talk to people that don't know how to talk. Like, you have to actively know how to interpret an individual that don't know how to express their ideas. If you don't know how to, or don't talk conventionally. Mary says, "Listen, America making nothing. China does. America has no jobs because we sent them to China." Oh, America makes nothing. China does. America has no jobs. Sent them to China. Yet our economy is based on consumerism. Yes, we lack two major key pieces of that equation. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. And our economic system being based on consumerism is yeah and no. Omega Sunlight says they just found a couple of underground tunnels running for miles. There's a ton of underground tunnels running for miles under America. Have anybody else watched Us? They even talked about them. This is a real thing. There's tons of underground tunnels built, tons of different reasons, a lot of different times in America. There's miles and hundreds of miles of underground tunnels, man. That's not nothing new. Midnight Maya says the U.S. can't afford. Says the U.S. can't afford to fight the cartels and name them a terrorist group. If they do that, they will open the floodgates to allow people for asylum to ask for asylum. I think the cartels are just fighting to help the countries that they're from. I think literally the countries that they're from and the cartels are working together in fighting America. That's what I think. I think this is a bio war going on. That's a fact. They're actually going to be sending a lot of production to India. But yes, I think that we need to start producing in America. But see, one of the big problems is America needs a product that we produce and nobody else can make better. I don't know that Trump shut down the I don't know that Trump shut down the borders 2 weeks after the first case. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, D Block. I don't think that's true. Show me some. We need some kind of evidence on that. I got a DM it to me. There go my IG on the screen. I don't think that's true. We are the demand. That's a fact, Rio. Well, America plans on selling us drugs now, so they have to get the cartels out of here. Y'all do know that's what's going on, right? Oh, shit, I left that part out. Okay, so basically America, and we know this to be a fact because they're legalizing weed. Weed is about to be legalized on a national scale soon, maybe 2-3 years from now. What they're doing is they're getting all the other drugs out of the country. You do know this, right? America's the number one user of freaking drugs on the planet. I think America's the number one user of drugs on the planet. Everybody else that produces drugs sends them to America. So if the American government can get a drug that we don't mind using, legalize that shit, and then sell it to us, they're gonna make a grip. They're gonna make a grip. So that's another thing that's going on. Weed is gonna be legalized. Give it a couple of years. It's gonna be legalized on a national scale. Give it a couple of years. They first need to get some of them other drugs out of here. They need to get the opioids out of here. They need to get the They need to get the cocaine out of here. Not all the way out, obviously, but down. Well, first of all, you have a lot of kids that get hooked on really bad drugs just because the drugs are illegal. You have kids that just use drugs because they're drugs. They don't care. And then they get hooked on crack, or they get hooked on dope, or they get hooked on whatever the hell they get hooked on. But the whole reason why they're using the drug is because it's illegal, and they just, for whatever the reason might be. And that's crazy in itself. I think they're trying to bring in weed. That's why when you look at people like Jim Jones, these guys cornered the market. These guys is extremely smart. Everybody that invested in a weed business, extremely smart. Soon, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Soon they're gonna be, America's gonna legalize weed. Um, we can't let them just do that flat out, because there's a lot of people that lost their lives, in jail for selling weed. What up, Mel B? I haven't watched the Dutch banker documentary. No. D Block says Bill Gates and that doctor guy trying to sell the fascinating, but they not telling us Bill Gates and the organization paralyzed thousands of kids in India. Yeah, they probably did, and they want me to trust them to put that in me. They go to these small countries and they use unproven medications on them, and they do fuck up a lot of these small countries. That's a fact. Emmanuel said the goal of the United States is to make things. I'm not talking about the United States right now. I'm talking about pharmaceutical companies when I just said that. D Block says Bill Gates. Oh, I read that. Emmanuel says the goal of the United States is to make things unstable and bring it back to normal in a peace and security tactic. What they're doing right now is they're getting us to voluntarily give away our rights. We can't even fight for our rights back. So that's why I'm not upset at all of these white people that's going outside with the guns and protesting. I'm really not upset with them. I feel bad that they're so terrible at protesting, but I'm really not upset with them, because we can't protest right now. If a ton of us black people go out there and do that same exact protest, shit is not going to come out the same. You understand what I'm saying? How you not locking up people walking the streets with guns going to government buildings, but you locking up people trying to party inside of a damn barbershop? I mean, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I personally don't know how that works. So I am all for all of you Caucasians going out there and protesting. I'll be for protests that I don't even agree with sometimes. Like, as long as it's not just an all the way racist protest or some bullshit like that, I'm for people standing up for what they believe in. Even if I don't agree with the thing that they believe in, I think that you have a right to be heard. I think people got a right to be heard, even if I don't agree with whatever the hell you're talking about. Even if I'm looking at you like, this nigga crazy, I think that you got a right to be heard. So let's clap it up for all of them white people that's out there being crazy, especially homeboy right here. Check this dude out, especially this guy. Let's clap it up for this guy more than anybody else. Hold on. This motherfucker crazy as shit, yo.
Everybody cough in my face. Do it. Somebody come cough in my face. Yes, cough directly.
And that other dude, he's not coughing. He's laughing. I think the dude is trying to cough, but the shit is so funny. He's laughing at dude.
Open up!
They got flat out
cannot do
Nazi
this to
signs
people.
out there.
You're
They
an
don't know what
American,
they
a born,
protesting for.
free
See, that's what happens when
American.
white people
Rise
protest,
up.
right?
Nobody's really dying of this
They be
thing.
like, yo,
I
we
never did
protested
put on hand
Corona or
sanitizer
whatever.
ever, and I
You
don't
gotta
ever
have people
wash my
show up to
hands.
protest
Every
against wearing
conspiracy I've
sandals
pretty
in
much
public.
ever
You
heard
gotta
of
have
is
other
all
people showing up to
pretty
protest.
much true.
People washing
9/11
cats.
was
You
an
gotta have
inside
just
job,
protest
all right?
anything.
The
You protest
vaccines are
one thing, there's gonna
poison,
be a
all right?
million
No
white
one's
people
ever
showing up
walked on
to
the
protest
moon.
shit
I
that
used
don't
to be
got
afraid
nothing
of
to
raw
do with
eggs
why
and
it
raw
started.
meat, and now I drink raw eggs,
This nigga
and I
on
eat
drugs.
raw meat,
I don't know
and
what
I
to tell
have
you.
been for years, and I'm
That dude's on all the drugs. That dude's on, I was just telling jokes. I should have turned the video down. So that dude is on all the drugs, yo. You talking about cough on my face, and the other guy's trying to cough in his face, but he can't cough because he laughing. So he like, ha ha ha. That was so funny. This guy's talking about coughing. It would, you know what? They need to do like a parody of that, and like instead it'd be like R. Kelly, and the guy's like, cough on me, and he's like, piss in my mouth. It'd be like R. Kelly and shit. Oh man, oh man, it shouldn't be so funny, yo. Who the fuck is that guy? And then he said, hold on, he said he don't never wash his hands, and he never uses hand sanitizer. Homeboy, how do you take showers? Oh man, oh man, that guy. How do you take showers, homeboy? You never wash your hands? Never? So when you go wash the rest of your body, you put on gloves? Like, what's going on with you? This dude needs to get vaccinated. That dude needs to be vaccinated. I don't know what to tell you. That was way too much for me, man. That guy was way too much for me, man. Like, what the hell? You never wash your hands? You have never used hand sanitizer? So you still got peanut butter and jelly on your fingers from like when you was 4 years old. That's what you're trying to tell me. Oh man. That's way too much, man. That's way too much. He can't wash his ass. You need your hands to wash anything. So he has never washed anything, nor has he ever been washed. What in the hell is going on with dude? Yeah, there's literally a guy that poured bleach down his rectum. I need a second. I'm gonna let y'all look at a music video real quick. There's literally a guy that put bleach down his rectum. Don't need a whole music video. I'm gonna play a clip for y'all real quick. There is a guy who turned himself upside down and poured bleach in his ass. There's a dude that did that. It wasn't this guy, because it wasn't that dude. He's 100% against anything that's gonna clean something. So he didn't do it. It was somebody else. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Wait, let me explain something to you before we leave. When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me, because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask, can you stay the night? You cannot. Don't ask, can they come back over here and stay the night? They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat.
Wepa.
Lisa already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Huh. Don't play with me.
I don't think I could date that woman. I could just imagine sex and shit. Okay, first you're gonna turn your hips like this, right? And then after your hips, then you're gonna do that gyrating motion that you be doing, like Shakira shit. And then like that's how she talking to you before you have sex. And you're gonna do that gyrating because I like that when you're grinding on the clit. So then you're gonna do that, right? And then after we do that for a little while, then we gonna get up. I'm gonna turn around and you're gonna give me them. Like that's what she's talking about. And you're gonna hit me with. I wanted to say the thing, but I know somebody's gonna steal the audio and then make it sound like I'm saying something else, so I'm not gonna say it. But it was funny. It was gonna be really funny, the thing I was about to say. Like how you like I wouldn't want to have sex with her. That's all I gotta say. What are you doing? Nigga, lick the nipples. Like what? Hold on, ma. I'm doing a lot of things over here. Hold on, baby girl. Like, oh, I'm busy. Look at my hands, it's everywhere. Shout out to her though. She be a bottom screaming, "Don't look at me." Who said that stupid shit? DSTN. Said she be on the bottom saying, "Don't look at me." Oh man, shout out to her. Shout out to her. You guys is retarded. Nah, shit. That shit is retarded. Then after you nut and shit, she be like, "Nigga, I ain't sleep. Your job ain't done." You like, "Oh man." Yeah, nah, you never gonna choose where you eat with homegirl, but I don't care about that. I don't. Just future reference. Any chick that date me, I generally don't care where we go eat. I don't care about that shit. Do they have at least one thing that I like? If they got like one thing that I like, I don't care. We can eat wherever you want to eat. As long as I could afford the bitch. I told you to stop. Yeah, I don't care where I eat. That shit don't matter to me. Mad shit don't matter to me though. Shout out to I forgot people can even give donations. Shout out to Patrick M with the 199 drop. He said that's why Trump is trying to sell ventilators. I don't know. Was that a joke, Patrick? Because if that was a joke, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you you missed the mark. I don't never care. I don't care. Somebody mentioned me in their story and then unmentioned me. I'm guessing somebody. Nah, shout out to you. I'm just gonna block you. I just block people because I don't got time. Okay, so why is Trump trying to sell ventilators? I don't understand why you're saying he's trying to sell ventilators. I'm lost. I just need you to clarify. I don't know. He's talking about homegirl. I don't know why he's talking about Trump and them damn ventilators again. I don't know what he's talking about with the ventilators. He left a half sentence. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. He got to clarify himself. Anyway, we over here telling jokes and he start bringing up Trump and them damn ventilators. Who don't have no money? The people to buy the ventilators? Nobody is gonna have any money soon. Do you understand how many people are gonna go broke? Do y'all understand how many people are gonna go broke? Do y'all understand how many people are gonna go broke? The ventilators are killing people faster. Wow. Do y'all understand how many people are gonna go broke? Do y'all understand how many people in the American population they do not have a job that they concurrently work at? You know how many people are gonna go broke? You know how desperate people are gonna be by the end of the year? Sorry about that. Um, do y'all understand what they plan on doing? They plan on shutting America back down. They plan on opening America back up in June, July, something like that, May or something. And they plan on closing America again in September. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? Well, how can they know in September there's going to be another problem? Y'all get my point. How can they know in September there's going to be another outbreak? Do y'all understand the simple idea of them being able to tell us that there's going to be an outbreak in September means that all of these other outbreaks that have happened, they've known about prior to them happening. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's April and we got snow the other day in New York. That don't happen. I'll say that again. It's April. We got a little bit of snow the other day in New York. That don't happen in April. April? Remember, Mayflowers bring April showers bring Mayflowers, right? But it's been raining since February. It's been raining since February in New York City. I don't know what nobody else is talking about. Since February, it's been raining at least 5 days out the week. Since February, it's either been raining or been cloudy with an overcast. Y'all don't think there's something weird going on? Like, seriously? It's April. How can it still be cold? Since, thank you, since February. It's been raining and bad weather since February. Now they talking about they see there's UFOs and shit up there. Are you trying to tell me that that's why there's been clouds in the sky? UFOs might be over New York, over the East Coast. What up, Gordo in here? What up, Billy Gordo? Somebody says facts. Rainy one day, cold the next, hot the next. We're not even getting hot over here in New York. It's warm today, right? It's warm and sunny today when I went outside, right? But the last warm sunny day in New York City, we probably got one last week. Yeah, we got one last week because I had a friend that thought I was gonna come. That thought it would have been a good day to come pull up at their job and say hi. Once again, this is Conspiracy Wednesday on a Tuesday. Christopher Roscoe says, have you heard about the killer wasp from overseas found in Washington state? The wasp kills honeybees. Wow, honeybees are very, very important to the ecosystem. Honeybees are extremely important to the ecosystem. Dude, you don't got to tell somebody playing with the weather. You ain't got to tell me. I remember being in elementary school and them teaching us how if you put certain elements into the atmosphere, you could create rain. I learned this in my elementary school. I'm just saying, I'm not even talking about HARP. I'm just talking about, I learned in elementary school that if you take a plane, fly into the clouds, you can put elements, you could put chemicals out into the clouds that will make the clouds drop the water in rain. So I'm not even talking about HARP. I'm just talking about they already have the technology to make it rain. Ionize in the sky. Thank you, J Max. They already have the ability to make it rain. We don't have to talk about HARP because HARP is still, even though a lot of people know whatever they know, still to a degree, what HARP is it's still an idea at best. You understand what I'm saying? Like people don't know for certain. People could say they saw the satellite dishes or whatever, but we know for a fact that they could put shit into the clouds and make it rain. That's a fact. They taught us. I don't know what they teach in y'all elementary schools, but in my elementary, what's up, Bree in here? What up, Bree? In my elementary schools, that's what they taught. That you could fly a plane up into the clouds, drop shit into the clouds, and make it rain. Farmers actually used to do that because of the dry season and shit like that. Whenever they couldn't get no rain, no rain. Farmers used to do that. I think they came up with the idea after like the Great Dust Storm. If you if y'all ever heard about, there was a great dust storm that had happened, and I believe they came up with the idea after the Great Dust Storm. It was like a real big dust storm. Like there was like famine, like it was crazy. Hold on, let me look it up. Look, I ain't gotta lie. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Dust Bowl was a period of severe dust storms that greatly damaged the ecological and architecture and agriculture of the American and Canadian prairies during the 1930s. Severe drought and the failure to apply dry land farming methods to present, I don't know what the fuck that word says, wind erosion caused the phenomenon. So yeah, there's actual application for making it rain. There's a reason why, that we need to know how to make it rain. I mean, you don't got people outside driving their cars. You don't got people outside farting. The air weather's gonna get better. Call Fat Joe and Wayne. Oh, they make it rain. Copy. They need them back in 1930. What up, Mommy Rocks? Yeah, so I just want to show y'all that. Like, they can just make it rain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Forget talking about HARP and all that other stuff. HARP is way more advanced than just making it rain. You understand what I'm saying? If we're to believe if we're to believe the stories about HARP, HARP is closer to making tornadoes and earthquakes and shit like that. Just to make it rain, they could just throw a plane up in the sky and do that. What up, Go Boys? That was my point, by the way. That was my point. In theory, HARP could freeze over a country. In theory. We always talk about how HARP is used to like make bad weather. Y'all don't never think HARP is used to make good weather? Like they know that there's gonna be a bad something go on somewhere, so HARP is used to make it so that, you know, maybe that place doesn't freeze and people die, or maybe a great snowstorm doesn't come. You don't think they also might use HARP for that? They might. I believe they stop bad occurrences also. If they're gonna use it for good, I believe they could use it for bad also. I'm not gonna believe unless I have a no group of people is 100% evil. One individual could be 100% evil, but no group of people is going to be 100% evil. They're going to have their own machinations and their own plots and strategies. Don't say whose name. Yeah, could we get those likes up if y'all don't mind? I mean, if you don't want to hit the like button, you don't got to, but I'd appreciate it. I don't ever try to say that guy's name. I'm pretty sure that guy's name is attached to everything. You say that guy's name, everybody coming to your damn channel. I don't never say that guy's name. You serious? Have you ever heard me say that guy's name? Say that guy's name. I ain't stupid. I don't want no beef. I'm not even saying nothing negative about the guy. Yeah, y'all don't even hear me say. Could it just be something clear, real? Eshawn, you don't even hear me say nothing negative about that guy. Shout out to him. Respect. I don't want no problems. I get I rub people the wrong way a lot. You'd be surprised. I do not want to rub people like him the wrong way. What do I think about nanotechnology and vaccinations? I think nanotechnology is important. I think they should keep advancing in that. I think vaccinations are what they are. I don't like forcing people to take vaccinations. I said sage the Barclays area center. What you mean, sage it? I need to go there with sage and like sage the place up. Barclays. Like outside, do I gotta sit like in an Indian, like legs crossed too? Like what am I doing over there? Wait, you know what? That would be dope. And then we get some chicks to stand next to me with some big fucking like leaves, and they be like fanning me and shit. While I have the sage and we're saging the I do that. Yo, team, get on that. Shy, get on that. Let's do that. That would be dope. Yeah, let's do that. That would be dope. I'm in. It's shot murder. Oh, damn employee. She probably ain't even gonna answer the damn phone. She probably ain't gonna answer the phone.
Hello?
Oh shit. Okay. You always surprise me. Yo, we on live.
What's goody?
Chillin'. Hey, got a question.
What's up?
All right, so you know those two ladies we're gonna be working with doing this stuff, right?
Yes.
I had a different thing that I thought would be dope. I was like, so somebody said that we should go sage the Barclays Center after all of this is over. And I just came up with a dope idea. You think they'd be interested in helping out?
What I think you were talking about, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Wait, you don't think so? Wait, did you hear what my idea was?
Yes. Or what you just say with the leaves?
Yeah. That'll be dope. That'll be so dope. Yo, we'll go
No,
viral.
no. We have to find somebody that can do that. I got
Okay, we'll go viral. I think that's a whole win. And we could just start going saging places up. That's a whole
Yo, you
win.
are crazy.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Every day's a good day, even the bad ones. All right. I just this is Shy Murder on the phone, by the way. All right.
What's up, y'all?
I just want to call you up and ask you about that real quick. Anything you want to say to the people?
Stay tuned, everybody. We working on some great things. Stay tuned. We got something for y'all, especially the loyal ones. BBN Network. That's what it is.
That's a whole fact. I appreciate you. You the best.
Got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah. She heard the idea. She was like, they're not gonna be there for that. But we're gonna find some other people. This is gonna be dope. You know what? I need to go get a little. We need to start doing skits over here. I need to go get a little 2-3 people. And we need to start doing skits. That's a fact. Says nanotech is not good for us in the long run. Just think, if you feel with millions, maybe. I'm not talking about putting nanotech inside of people. I think that there's other applications that it can be used for. I'm not for putting any type of technology inside of my body, so I'm not necessarily for, if you want to do it, it's your choice. But I'm not necessarily for putting any type of tech inside of me, just in general, period. So I'm not saying nanotech yay for the future in bioengineering. I'm saying nanotech yay for the future in the ways that it could be applied in life that does not have to do with injecting it into a human being. Just so we can be clear. You said Rio's the Kenan Thompson of BBN. I don't know where you're going with that. You're saying he's the funny one or the fat one or the not funny one. I'm not sure where you're going with that. I like Kenan Thompson, by the way. Almond Brown, we need people that's actually in New York City. I would have loved if you would have been in New York City, then you would have been down. But we need people that actually live in New York City, baby girl. What up, Kelly Cersei? I don't know what these two guys is talking about. We're gonna call it a wrap. Rio is not in the Bronx. We're gonna call it a wrap. We're gonna wrap up today's show. So real quick, what we was discussing is, for everybody that don't know, we didn't get the Kim Jong-un. Yeah, let's get the Kim Jong-un real quick. Did I say his? I think I spelled his name wrong. I might gotta respell his name, right? Yeah, I spelled his name wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, real quick on Kim Jong-un. Remember we had the homeboy, my homeboy call in from the Conspiracy Theory Wednesday about a month and a week ago. One of the things he said is that there's gonna be world leaders that's gonna end up, that they're gonna come up dead, and they're gonna have a whole bunch of different reasons that they've been dying. I think he said surgery was one of the ways that they're gonna do it. I think he literally said surgery. People are gonna have bad surgeries and die, like Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers made a joke, just so we can be clear on something. Joan Rivers made a really bad joke about Michelle Obama, calling Michelle Obama a man and calling Barack Obama gay. The next thing you know, she had a surgery she did not wake up from. Kim Jong-un, when they had a surgery, he's not waking up from it. So I say all that to say this. There's something going on the planet right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. When they start talking about flying objects in the sky, and they saying that 5G is going to allow for them to be able to project holograms. I seen Spider-Man um um a long way from home, or far away from home, far from home, or whatever the fuck the name of that movie is. And if they can do holograms, anything like that, we're fucked. I was busy watching the damn movie and saw the holograms that fucking Spider-Man had to go through. And I was busy thinking to myself, yep, that shit would have got me. I'm busy sitting there like, yep, this might be the most dangerous villain ever. On some real shit. On some real shit, Mysterio might be the most dangerous villain ever. That nigga make you kill yourself. So if they can do anything like that with this 5G network they putting up, that's scary. Elysium, that was a good movie. That's scary. I'm not saying that any of these things is possible. We're just talking in theoretics right now. But that's scary. If you can just project shit and do a mass hypnosis, that's scary. So once again, there's a ton of shit going on that don't got nothing to do with this coronavirus. And it seems like they just hiding the shit around the coronavirus. I don't got the slightest idea. I don't know. You're going to have to ask somebody else. But there's obviously a lot of bullshit going on right now. We got a situation where you got one guy, they saying that he's brain dead. Freaking Kim Jong-un, he's supposed to be brain dead, right? The government is saying he's brain dead. American government. Then you got the Korean government saying he ain't. The South Korean government saying he ain't. I didn't even know South Korea and North Korea was friends. As far as I know, South Korea and North Korea don't like each other. Why wouldn't South Korea be saying something that's helping North Korea and making the US look bad? Do y'all like get this? Like, is like there's something going on. South Korea and North Korea don't even like each other. Remember the Korean War? That was us going over there fighting the fucking North Koreans, I believe. No, they're not friends. So why would South Korea report that Kim Jong-un is not dead? And that America is basically lying is what they're saying. Why would they report this? Samuel Avila, what up, yo? He says it took a year for them to find out Castro was dead. Yeah. When these leaders, these world leaders be dying, we don't find out tomorrow. You know how long dude was probably brain dead before that news even leaked? And if and then just think about this for a minute. Samuel Avila says it took a year to find out Castro was dead. So why? Why would we find out so quickly about Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is. Why would we find out so quickly about what's going on with him? Kim Jong-un, that's a communist country. Why would we find out so quickly about the communists and Kim Jong-un instead of the communists and Castro? Why would we find out so quickly about one rather than the other? That's just something to think about, man. You just got to keep these things in your mind, yo. Are you really going to fall for the shenanigans? John Pickett, I talk about that all the time. What are you talking about? You just new in here, so you just say stuff? John Pickett says, what happened in a month or two when 100 degrees and nobody got any job, food, or money? States opening up and people spending on non-essential supplies. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to be effed up. A lot of people is gonna be effed up. That's what's gonna happen. I can tell you what's gonna happen. Y'all don't notice that petty crimes has went up? Like just robbing and stealing. Y'all haven't noticed that that's went up. The whole just robbing and stealing shit has went up. Over here in the Bronx, it has. I don't know about what's going on where you live, but over here in the Bronx, all of that extra shit went up. Not only are they running low on meat, but there's some that we're not supposed to be eating cow meat or something. Something happened where there was a lot of cows that had got contaminated with something like last week or something along those lines, and all the cows had to be killed or some shit like that. Other countries don't even allow American beef in their country, just so we could be clear. Other countries don't even allow America to import our cattle or import our beef to their country. Well, if what a lot of people are saying is true, they need a food shortage. So what I've personally been doing is I've personally been eating less. I've been training my body to eat less. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but that's what I've been doing. I haven't been in the crib eating up a storm. I've been, for the most part, training my body to eat less because there's a good chance that we're gonna go through a food shortage. Petty crimes, hold on. Says petty crimes spiked everywhere since they're not taking new inmates unless a major crime like triple homicide or some shit. I'm gonna say that has something to do with it too. Don't get it wrong. But petty crime spiked because people were more desperate. You got a lot of individuals that was able to go outside and beg for money in New York City. They can't right now. They literally cannot beg for money because there's no money for them to beg for. There's no people outside for them to beg money from. You used to have people that used to have all type of different side hustles and side jobs that don't exist anymore. You had a lot of people that used to work jobs where they might show up somewhere and go like show up to the front of I don't know, the Home Depot, and somebody pick them up and then help them go, work on their homes or whatever the case might be. That shit is all gone. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? A lot of the jobs that people was doing that wasn't actual real jobs, but we need in our community, they cannot do right now because there's no one outside to do them for. Watch after all of this is over. You're going to see less pigeons. You're going to see less wildlife, like, the wildlife that we're used to seeing. You're going to see less of that wildlife, especially in big cities where they're dependent on us dropping food for them to eat. Like right now, the subway rats, I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. I know I should have got this on camera. I was on the subway like last week. They had a fucking rat. The dude was just walking amongst the people. Like he ain't care no more. He was gonna find, and then the rat looked like it just came out of drug rehab. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The rat looked like it just came out of drug rehab. I'm keeping it a whole stack. The rat looked like, you ever see like how white people hair look when they like put gel in it and it's all spiky? That's how the rat looked. What up, Ace? The rat looked like it had like hair gel in it. It was all spiky. It looked like just dirty and nasty. I can't even. And he was just on the where we stand at, and he was just walking around chilling. It looked like he was literally walking at people's feet, waiting for them to drop something for him to pick up. That's what it looked like. I'm not gonna lie to you. The rat looked so bad. I was sitting there like, is this nigga on drugs? Like I thought the rat was on drugs. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, did somebody drop something and then like some drugs and then the rat got to it? So now the rat, he needs another fix. Right at Newport. You know, the rat was just chilling, walking amongst the people like it was crazy. Yeah, that's a fact. The rat looked like he was going through detox. Like that's a fact. Like he was recovering addict. And it was crazy because people were seeing the rat. I just had a dream last night where I was walking and a rat jumped out of nowhere and grabbed my sock. And I'm like, trying to kick the rat off. I just remember the dream. I was like, this nigga better not fight. I better not catch dream rabies. That's what I was like, what the hell? Anyway, so yeah, the rat was walking around so calm that the rat was walking around so calm that the people that was on the platform didn't run or nothing. They just looked down at him like, eh. Like even in New York, when you see a rat, people be like, "Oh shit, a rat." The rat was walking around the rat looked like he was taking the train, like he was waiting for the train. The rat looked he just looked like he belonged. I don't know what way to say it. The rat just looked like he belonged. And people just didn't even care. They just stood there. The rat ran by people's feet. One guy was like, "Yo, the rat's down there." The nigga looked down, saw the rat, just kept listening to his music. It was crazy, yo. The dude came up because I was like, the rat went near somebody, so I was thinking, yo, let me go tell them they got a rat next to them. So I was gonna get ready to go over there to tell them, but at the same time, I was like, damn, I don't want to go next to the guy and then the rat act crazy and it might bite him or me. We don't want that to happen. So before I actually went over there, another guy walked over to the dude and pointed down at the rat. Homeboy looked down. He saw the rat. He looked at the guy and he just kept doing what he was doing. And then after a couple of minutes, the rat walked off and went and stood next to somebody else. That shit was bananas. I don't know what to tell you. That shit was straight bananas. The rat was just, and then I was like, is all the rats like this? So I looked into the train and I saw other rats like scurrying around. I'm like, nope, he's the only one. So that's why I'm like, this nigga, he's recovering addict. He was the only one. I'm like, this dude is a recovering addict. That rat be somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Talking about he got his 1 month coin. Later, Bree. Yeah, man. Now you had to see this rat, yo. I don't. First of all, he was about this big, man. He wasn't little. He was about this big. The tail was about this long. He was a big rat. I was thinking the same thing. He probably ate some poison and he wasn't in his right mind. But you do know what poison do. Poison get them high. For everybody that don't know, when a rat eats poison, the rat gets high. They get high, they get thirsty. If the rat survives eating the poison, the rat is going to most likely go eat more poison. That's the point I'm trying to make. The rat gets high. When the rat eats poison, the rat gets high. They get dehydrated. That's a fact. You gotta eat poison. That was the rat was asking the dude for some poison. He said, "Yo, man, I'm not gonna say it because they I know what I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it because they're gonna fucking loop my voice and make it sound like I'm saying some shit I'm not saying." Damn, I'm sorry to hear about that, Stephen Stewart. That's a fact. I'm sorry to hear about that. Them motherfuckers is rat bastards. Yeah, that's probably what happened. The hair was falling off the rat. Maybe the rat was poisoned. But he looked like he was brave as hell. He was just doing what he was doing, yo. Shout out to that rat. That's a real shout out too. That rat was, I don't know what to tell you. He might have had highlighters in. That rat might have been that rat might have had highlighters in his damn head. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, yo, look, we gonna call it a day. Definitely appreciate y'all. Um, happy I came through. I just want to chop it up. Yo, we need to just please everybody, keep everybody safe. We don't know what's going on the planet right now, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. All right, just be safe. We're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight. Just be safe. Keep your family safe. Stay informed. Don't believe everything you hear, even if it's from me. Stay informed. And 9 o'clock. That's a fact. And I just want everybody to be safe out there. Just be safe. And those people who won't leave your house, that's your family. You're just not used to seeing them because you're usually at work and doing things. But that's your family. Don't gotta shoot them. Everything will be okay. The little one that looks kind of like you, that's not a clone. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, you had sex with this lady. And that popped out. I'm just gonna let y'all know we don't want people to be doing crazy stuff over here. Anyway, you look, I love y'all. Please do not pour bleach down your anuses. That's a bad idea. Also, injecting Lysol or any other kind of substance into your veins might cause death. So I just want to be clear on any of these things, just in case, the president hasn't already. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, wait, hold on. We have donations that came today. I think we only had like one. Shout out to whoever that precious soul was. Shout out to Patrick M for the $1.99 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Don't let nobody tell you different. Our messages went up per minute, even though we have less viewers in here than usual. Let's get those messages up higher per minute in the future. I'm just saying. I'm going to try. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody tell you different. Somebody said be safe out there. I'm going to try. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody tell you different. With all that being said, we're going to roll out. I need everybody to please be safe out there. Be conscious. Be cautious. Watch out for each other. Just because that young girl isn't your daughter, that doesn't mean that we don't look out and try to protect them. Just because that woman isn't your mother, that doesn't mean that we don't look out and try to protect them. Just because that female isn't your sister, that doesn't mean that we don't look out and try to protect them. Just because that female isn't your girlfriend, or wife, that doesn't mean that we don't look out and try to protect them. Let's protect the people in our community, even if we're not don't have any personal relationship with them. I just remember all of the talk about all of the missing black girls, and when I'm looking at what's going on now, especially with this whole child sex trafficking thing that they was talking about, and I think a lot of this stuff leads into it. A lot of this stuff has a lot to do with each other. So please, let's keep an eye out. I'm like this. I see people pull up in my neighborhood and I don't know you and you look suspicious. I'm probably gonna walk up to you and talk to you about it. Not for my own safety, but I don't know. I'd feel fucked up if I hear about some kid getting snatched up in my community and some weirdo was just standing around and I seen him. Like sometimes you gotta let weirdos know you see them so they don't commit crimes. Get it? Anyway, with that being said, Lambo Gully Boy said that girl who slapped that girl's mom got killed. That's a fact. For real quick, we're gonna go out, but real quick, there's a young lady that got cheated on, allegedly, got cheated on by some dude she was dating. She went to the guy's mom's and slapped the dude's moms. That young lady ended up getting killed, 15 bullets. I mean, what would you expect? Like, did you expect any different? Just so we could be clear. Do you expect that a person that goes around slapping people's mothers was going to live a long life? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying. Somebody that goes around knocking on people's door and slapping people's mothers, you thought they was gonna live a long life? I didn't. Just so we could be clear. So I'm not surprised. I'm not happy that that happened to that young lady. I wish that young lady made better decisions when she was still alive. But how long do you think somebody is gonna live that's going around slapping people's mothers? Like, you might get somebody. If I'm standing somewhere and I see some random person come up and slap some old lady, I'm gonna probably get involved in it. You understand what I'm saying? So how long do you think somebody, like, people, nobody's jacking at, like, somebody, you mad at that person, so you're gonna go attack they mother? Like, who's jacking at? You mad at that person, so you're gonna go attack their parent? Who's jacking at? Anyway, that's all we got on this one. I definitely love y'all. Everybody, come pull back up for morning coffee. For tonight's show tonight. We got some stuff lined up for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.